Connersville Board of Public Works is now in session. Please rise. I'll lead the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If everybody please silence their phones, we'll have our invocation by Reverend Sean Tipton.
Father, we thank you for allowing us to have the institution of government. Lord, I ask that you be with these officials today. I thank you for their service. I ask that you be with them as they work to better this community. Continue to be with this community and move us forward. Thank you for the good things that we see happening. We ask these things in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, we have roll call.
Tim Barrett,
Here.
Tim Bentley,
Here.
Jerry Irvin,
Here.
Annette Reedman.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. You have a copy of the minutes from December 4th. Is there any additions or corrections? Motion to accept.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Okay, go down to item A, opening of the fuel bids. Matter of fact, we just only received one bid for the fuel from Harvest Lane.
And we're also opening chemical bids for
The utilities.
utilities.
Anybody wants to look at these?
And can you announce how much that bid is for, please?
Let's see, it is for unleaded gasoline, 35,000 gallons or less. On unleaded, on diesel, it's 30,000 gallons or less.
That's not the price.
I just have, I don't see the price as of. Okay, on the regular gas, it's $2.0115 for 35,000 gallons, and 30 gallons. Number 2 diesel is $2.6003 per gallon. Let's see.
Utilities. Utilities received a bid from Harvest Land on their fuel as well.
Let's see here.
Is that the only bid also?
Yes. And it's for 9,000 gallons at 87 octane. It's $2.3.15 dollars per gallon. On 4,000 gallons diesel, it's $2.6203. So I need a motion to accept these since they're the only ones that.
So moved.
Second. You have a motion and a second. All in favor, signal saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Now we'll open up the bids for the chemicals.
I handed them to you.
Oh, Lord.
No, right here's one.
This is for chlorine and fluoride and sulfur treatment dioxide. For 2 cylinders of liquid chlorine, the price is $66.75 a cylinder. Containers of liquid chlorine, $430 per container. 3 containers of sulfur dioxide, $634 per container. and for a drum for 210 drums of hydrofluoric acid is $63.95 a drum.
And that was from who?
This one here is from Brentag Mid-South. This is from JCI. Liquid chlorine, 2 150-pound cylinders, $120, well, $60 each. Liquid chlorine, 8 2,000-pound cylinders, $490 per cylinder. And sulfur dioxide, 2,000 pounds of cylinders for $625 each. Brad, you want to look at these and see what you recommend? Okay, while he's looking at that, we go on down to B, Troy.
Going over our SOPs and the way we do our shifts and stuff, and we didn't have an SOP for nepotism, and it is required by the law to have it as of, I think it was 7/1 of 12.
And we have an ordinance, this SOP tracks the nepotism statute exactly, and it also has the same language as the EMS nepotism that you approved recently.
Okay.
And there are several relatives as defined by the statute working within the fire department, so they should have this as an SOP to address that. And this just keeps them within the nepotism statute.
In the coming months, me and Beth will be bringing more SOPs as we develop them, because we're a little behind on bringing some.
Okay, is there any questions for the chief?
Motion approved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to pass SOP nepotism. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Diana? Oh, there she is.
I'll go over the interlocal agreement. This is an interlocal agreement between the city of Connersville and Fayette County, because Fayette County pays us half of the grant writer's salary, because she writes the grants for both the city of Connersville and Fayette County. And they will take it before the commissioners' meeting tomorrow for them to sign.
Okay, is there any more questions for Rosemary? If not, entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Okay, Diana?
I had Melissa include in your packet some change orders. When we did the blight elimination application, of course, we were going into that blind. We didn't know what we were going to hit when we started the deconstruction of the houses. And out of the 6 properties, 5 of them, of course, had asbestos. So we're doing change orders. This is just, the change orders are on his first quote that he got, so that is the highest any of them will be. More than likely, some of them may even be cheaper, because he's going to go ahead and get some more quotes. The only problem with the change order on 414 West 9th is the $1,000 that they're going to charge us $1,000. We don't know what kind of asbestos is in the pile of rubble. The inspector said we have to have somebody on site as they dig out the property they'll test as we go down to see what kind of asbestos, if any, and what the remediation will be. So that's kind of, I'm not exactly sure how you want to handle that one, but at that point, you know, it's just going to be as he goes, as he cleans up the pile.
So in other words, if it's quite a bit of asbestos, it's gonna be more than $1,000.
It'll be more than $1,000, yes, yes. But that's just, I don't know how else, and the contractor and the gentleman from IDEM didn't know how else we should handle that, except to just have somebody on site as we're, because usually the houses they tear down are standing houses, not, we're lucky to get this cleaned up with this money, so.
Any more discussion?
I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the change orders.
We have a motion and a second for the change orders. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you, Diane.
Thank you.
Okay, you have a resolution in there, 2017-65 for the transfer station. Beth, would you like to explain towards this?
Well, this is the result of labor contract negotiations that the negotiating team, which is Councilman Nobby and Councilwomen Phillips and Montgomery, and the mayor participated, and I had with the street department. That contract also covers the parks department and the sanitation department. Oh, strike that. This is with regard to the transfer station only. Their previous annual clothing allowance was $400. That had been reduced from $800. That's where it was in the past, and this just restores their clothing allowance to the annual sum of $800. And I believe they have, is it 3 employees?
Two
Two
full-time.
employees, so we're talking about that change for 2 employees. And so both sides have agreed to that, but it of course requires your approval, as well as the council's.
Okay, is there any more discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Going down through item F, I'll let Rosemary take this over.
Item F through BB are all transfer resolutions. Resolution 2017-67 is a transfer within the DOT department, $5,000 going from gas, oil, and diesel to other repairs. Resolution 2017-65 is a transfer within the mayor's budget, $1,500 going from clerical to longevity. Resolution 2017-69 is a transfer within the clerk treasurer budget. You have $600 going from deputies to longevity, and then $350 going from elected official to longevity. Resolution 2017-70, you have transferring $300 within City Hall, going from gasoline to sanitation supplies. And I said that last one backwards. Resolution 2017-71 is a transfer within council. You have $3,850 going from longevity to the grant allocation appropriation. 2017-72 is transferring $10,000 from fringe to overtime, and $500 going from fringe to Social Security.
That's 5,000, Rosemary.
Well, there's 10,500.
Oh, okay.
So I need to confirm that. Resolution 2017-73 is a transfer within police, $2,000 going from fringe to Social Security. Resolution 2017-74 is a transfer within fire, $2,500 going from other employees to fringe. Resolution 2017-65 is a transfer within DOT. You've got $5,200 going from longevity to other employees. Resolution 2017-76 going, $2,500 going from gas, diesel, and oil to small tools within the DOT. Resolution 2017-77, you have $1,000 going from perf to facility operator. You have $1,000 going from perf to the operator. $2,000 going from perf to part-time laborer. Resolution 2017-78, you have $200 going from landfill fringe to landfill social security. Resolution 2017-79, you have $100 going from landfill electricity to landfill water. Resolution 2017-80, you have $2,250 going from longevity to TV director, and $2,250 going from assistant director, going from longevity to assistant director. Resolution 2017-81, you have a transfer within airport, $1,000 going from electricity, going to water. Resolution 2017-82 is a transfer within MBH. You got $2,800 going from perf to heads and clerical. Resolution 2017-83, you have $20,000 going from fringe to other employees, $2,000 going from fringe to social security. Resolution 2017-84 is a transfer within MBH. You have $6,000 going from unemployment to other employees. Resolution 2017-85 is a transfer within MBH. You have $400 going from longevity to clothing allowance. Resolution 2017-86, you have $2,350 going from MBH unallocated other materials to MBH allocated materials. Resolution 2017-87, you have the following amounts going into the non-reverting insurance. We just pay the dental insurance out of the non-reverting fund, so that's why we have multiple departments going into it. From the clerk treasurer fringe benefit, you're transferring $4,000. First aid fringe benefits, $2,500. Police fringe benefits, $25,000. DOT fringe benefits, $500. Cable fringe benefits, $1,000. Park fringe benefits, $3,000. Landfill fringe benefits, $500. MBH fringe, $3,000. As I said, going all to non-reverting insurance, amount of $62,000. Resolution 2017-88 is a transfer within cable TV, $53.01 going from bonds to electricity. Resolution 2017-89 is a transfer within fire, $900 going from electricity to instructions.
Okay. Is there any questions on that?
There was an error, or my sheet shows an error. It was supposed to be $2,500 and
Oh, I think, no, that's 25,000. That was
Okay.
25,000 where she said that.
why can't I find it? Okay, on resolution 2017-72, the amount is $10,500, but it is showing a total of $15,000.
Yes, that's the one I have to correct.
And so it just, the figure needs to be changed. is
Right.
all.
Okay.
So Rosemary, if we take those all together, is that 500 then on that
Yes.
one? Okay. I make a motion, we take resolution, let me see here, 2017-67 through
65.
65.
65, 2017-65 through 2017-90 altogether.
89.
65 is the
Oh,
transfer station.
67.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let me try this one more time.
89.
I make a motion, we approve Resolution 2017-67 through Resolution 2017-89.
Second?
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you. Now we're going down to resolution 2017-90. Rob, would you like to speak to this, please?
the last meeting, the gentleman from the daycare had come in and spoke to you about the alleyway. Carol did go up and she spoke to the two neighbors that have property that, their back of their property would butt up to the alley. One lives at 1019 Burton and the other one lives at 1015 Burton. And Mr. Philpott and Miss May, and they had no problem with making that a one-way. It would not affect them in any way or anything. I think the last time on the map, it showed that there was no access driveways or anything that come off the alley back there or anything. The garages and stuff were all access to the either 11th, 12th, or,
Northbound,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So in your, no one gets hurt.
right. It would benefit because he owns both properties on the alley that go from 11th Street to 10th Street. So his properties run the whole length of the alley on the west side of the alley. And if they're letting off there, it would be beneficial because that way they can pull up, drop off. Access is right there to both properties where they drop off and stuff. I think he explained to you that they try to drop off right there in the alleyway, so they're not out on 10th Street or 11th Street or anything. So they're going to come down the alleyways and they'll just act like a thoroughfare for them to be able to pull in there.
And I should tell you, I drove up there just so I could have a look at it before I drafted this, and I just spent maybe 3 minutes up there the time it took me to find the property and drive up the alley. In that brief period of time, there were two vehicles dropping off children, and they were using it northbound in the alley, and the alley is not sufficiently wide for two cars to pass.
Good.
I make a motion.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Now, this will go before the city council tonight
Yes.
to okay it. It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay, department matters. Utility department. Okay, so before you start, you want to go ahead and let's recommend the chemical bids, which one you want?
Yeah, we looked at it. We're recommending Brennan Tag. That's who we use now. Guys are happy. Pricing pretty much the same, and plus Jones didn't have a deposit check in their proposal. So I don't know if you.
It was non-compliant, your
Yes.
bid?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have a motion to accept Brentag. Is that good?
moved.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now, department matters.
All right, I have a couple items today. Needs your approval. One is our RFP for our digester, and the other MS4 contract, which I'll do that one first. Need to get approval to allow Westler to do our MS4 once again for a few reasons. The dollar amount been the same amount last few years. We had it bid out, I think, 2 years ago, and so the pricing is acceptable to us. We are scheduled for 2018 state audit, and I hate to change right now, right before an audit. Our plan is they also do our wellhead protection, and this is a year-to-year contract, and the wellhead is every 5 years. So when the wellhead will be over in 2019, so we will rebid it, both of them, the MS4 and the wellhead at that point in time, if that's okay. But I just hate to switch right before an audit. And I haven't, they've been doing our MS4 for 7 straight years, so I just want to get approval to, for the contract for Westler for 1 more year.
So moved.
Second. You have a motion and a second. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Second is approval to advertise for an RFP, which is a request for proposal. I think I give you guys a cover letter. For engineering for our wastewater treatment plant digesters. It's we're converting our anaerobic digesters to aerobic digesters for steps of our wastewater treatment plant future planning upgrades. And we need to advertise for engineer. And I'd like to get permission to start that process.
So moved.
Second. You have a motion and a second. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, Mike.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. Okay, is there any old business? No old business. Is there any miscellaneous business? I would like to say, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and last Saturday night, it was a big success at the Christmas party. Well, it had Santa Claus and hot chocolate and cookies and carriage rides at no cost to the public. And a lot of people took advantage of that, so I'd like to thank everybody for that. And anybody else got anything?
Sorry, I didn't speak up fast enough.
No, you're all right. Come on up if you like.
I'm the new property owner of the old Wells's Fabric Building, and the alley's there. I've talked to Robbie Fee and I've talked to the street department, and they said I needed to come between you guys to get some signs put up in that alleyway. There is one dead-end sign on 7th Street, and it runs the same way as 7th Street, not facing towards the alley. I have children that play next door in the house right next door, the Krebs family. They play in that alley. People are using that alley as a turnaround. They're blocking the alley so I cannot get into my business. So I wanted to see about getting some signs put up for not blocking the alleys on both directions. I guess the one is Washington Street, I guess is what it used to be called, or still is called. And then the other alley is coming off of West Western. There's no dead-end alley there at all sign. But the alley has been blocked several times, and I can't get to my business. I'm a massage therapist. My massage clients cannot get to my business. And the Krebs children have almost been hit twice by people using that as a turnaround during the summertime. And I just like to get some signs put up.
Robbie, have you looked at that or anything?
Yeah, there's not a lot of signage over there. I think those signs have probably been up, what? Probably since I've been here, 20-some years, and it's never changed or anything. I mean, I know it's not gonna keep people from driving in there and having
Right.
to turn around.
Right.
But if we could get some more signs in there to make it a little bit more noticeable, in there.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. And Beth, can you prepare an ordinance you have to have an ordinance for a sign, so.
Okay. I didn't know for sure what I needed to do. I was just told I needed to come here, so.
I'll talk to you after the meeting and
Okay.
get the specifics.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Meantime, I'll have my guys look and see if there's any updates can be done. You know, maybe some of them are wore out or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So I can do that, and if you don't mind, boss. We will not be picking up trash on the 25th.
Oh, why not?
Well, I don't know, it's a holiday and the guys think they need to be off, you know, things like that. So, but we are picking up 26th on. We will also pick up on New Year's Day.
So just for clarification, the week of Christmas, you'll pick up Tuesday, normally Monday's people. You'll
Yes,
pick up
yes.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
Tuesday's people, so trash will be running a day behind.
Right.
On the week of Christmas,
Right.
because we will not be picking up Christmas
And
Day.
if they happen to set it out, just leave it there. It will disappear.
And it will be back to normal schedule the following week for New Year's.
Good Lord willing, the truck don't break down.
Yes. Well, I just want to make sure it's clear
Yeah.
to everyone.
Daryl, if that's a day behind, does that mean we're working Saturday then? Will
We
Friday
are
be
working
good?
Saturday.
Okay,
We worked this last Saturday,
all right.
Okay.
okay? Just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you,
And you
Daryl.
might also want to tell them that we're not picking up leaves anymore.
Okay, we're not picking up leaves anymore. If you still have some in bags, call the office.
Yes.
I'll try to make them disappear for you, okay? But the vacuums have been put away, and we're done till next year, as far as curbside. Okay?
Well, thank you, Daryl.
You bet.
Thank you.
Now going down to claims.
All right, for the claims, we had a total for the city of $194,006.41. Utilities had a total of $323,894.46. We need a motion to approve.
So moved. Yeah, motion and second to approve the claims as presented. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, now we're going down to public forum. That's all right. Has anybody else got anything to say? Anything else? Okay, if not, I'll go on down to item 9, Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion second to adjourn. All in favor, second by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, adjourn.